Hi you guys, my name is Tamika and this is my channel TamikaUploaded, and I'm excited because I'm going to give y'all my update so far with my reading challenges. This is so good. Hi you guys, as you can see here, I'm actually drinking one of the drinks that I made in my last video. If you're interested in what this is, go ahead and check it out, but it's rum cheddar apple cider goodness. I'll tell you that. Let's get on with the video. So the reading challenges I entered into, I am failing miserably in both, but I'm reading. I think that's what matters. The first book that I was actually able to complete so far this month was Shirley Jackson's The Haunting of Hill House. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that book sucked balls. Like, I did not really enjoy that book. I gave it 2 stars on Goodreads, and I struggled with maybe just giving it 1. There were so many interesting elements with the book, and I love the house. I think I really did enjoy the characters, but the story was so boring. Things happened, but it was like, what happened? And then it seems like we're really about to get to the climax of the whole story, and it ends with like just bullshit. Like, the book ended just like, what? Like, what did I just read? Like, it just the ending felt like a waste of time. It's like someone was telling you a story and you were like, oh, okay, so then what happened? That's it? But nothing happened. I can't. Like, I'm gonna say something maybe you've never heard on BookTube before, and that is, the movie is better. Sorry, that's my opinion. The movie was better. I'm glad that it inspired so many great movies and that they didn't go with that ending. The next book that I read this month, the next book that I read this month was A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir. Not part of my reading challenge, but I had already reread the first book last month, and I was supposed to go in and read the second book, but it kind of just blended on in there. I said, I'm gonna read this is gonna happen. You guys, that second book was pretty damn good. Like, I reread the first book because I wasn't like about the first book, but the second book I gave that 4 out of 5 stars, and I think that's a win. That's a win. I really enjoyed that book, and I'm looking forward to going further on with that whole story. Like, I think what I really liked is that there was just so much political intrigue, and I've never really been into that unless I'm watching Star Wars, but it had so much political intrigue, and I'm telling you, if you haven't started reading that series, Something in the Ashes, what? If you haven't been reading Sabaa Tahir's, series, then I suggest you give it a try. Some people, it's not, the series is not for everyone, but I really do think that it's really worth a go. And sometimes it's kind of a book you need to be in the mood for, and I was in the mood and I was pleased. The next book that I read was the My Buddy read, and I feel bad because I like this book so much. I read it maybe a little too fast, and to be honest with you, I had to read it a second time. The Diviners by Libba Bray. This book rocked my world. Oh, this book so much. It's in the 1920s, and it's just so good. And I don't even like the 1920s. I give 2 craps about the 1920s, but this book made me interested. I didn't even know all the stuff happened in the 1920s. It was so interesting. Like, you know, you hear about Langston Hughes, you study about Langston Hughes, but like when I think about the 1920s, I don't think about Langston Hughes. But now I do. I think about him now. And these characters, what? These characters are mind-blowing. I did a really in-depth review on Goodreads that's a lot more coherent than what's going to happen in this video. But it's so good. And again, you really should go in blind. But I mean, wow. I think the only drawback is that all these people have these different gifts, and not all of them really like come together a lot. Like, and then you think it's gonna be like this big showdown at the end, and all the characters are gonna get together and gonna be like, pew, 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 pew. But no, that's not what happens. So if you're expecting that, I'm glad I busted your bubble now. She brought up so much stuff that's like relevant today. This book came out like in 2013, and it's like, wow, it still holds up. And I think that's what makes this book so good, is that yeah, it's based in the 1920s, but this book, as far as entertaining, as far as writing, as far as, you know, political issues and social issues and economic issues, it still holds up today, and that's what makes this book so good. Then when that drink, let's drink the other one. And we're back with the next drink. Next book that I read, and that is Lock and Key, Volume 6, is the Alpha and Omega. And it's by Joe Hill, Stephen King's son. And it's done. I've now read them all, and I am glad I did. 5 out of 5, Joe Hill. 5 out of 5. Was so good. The series started off like boom, like just huge, right? And it was just so much detail and was so horrific, and it's like you just were thrust into this world of what is going on. And at one point, all the horrible stuff that happened became so, I don't want to say contrived, but I want to say just so routine that it did get a little old, and I was gonna drop the series. But then some crazy crap went down with one of the main characters, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? And then they told you the history of the keys. I was sucked back in, and everything that happened made absolute sense, because it's almost as if history was repeating itself. And it was up to the eldest son to make a decision on if good or if evil would win. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing, and that's why I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was so good. It was so good. Man, it was so fucking good. I recommend you guys Lock and Key. Read it. Do it. I haven't eaten, and I'm starting to think drinking all this alcohol was a mistake. It was a mistake. This video's going up anyway, so I hope you enjoy it. What am I reading now? So currently I am listening to the audiobook of A Madness So Discreet. Yet again, another book I didn't tell you I was going to read. I didn't know I was going to read it. I was just like, you know what? Why not read A Madness So Discreet? This seems like the time to read it. And so I was like, I'm gonna listen to it. Like, why not? And so far, it started off like, wow, what? Like, you got pregnant by your father. That is fucked up. So yeah, the book started off awesome, and then it got boring. And right now I'm at this point where I'm just gonna like, about it. I'm halfway through the book. I am going to finish it up. I'll let y'all know how that goes. So far, I'm giving it kind of like a 2. Like, you don't need to read this. If you read it, that's great and all. But as of right now, I'm going to say, if you don't read it, you haven't missed out on, like, anything. And I'm also reading, the physical book of Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. I am trying, you guys. Like, I've just been like busy and like tired, and like I'm just not reading like I should be reading, because that book should have been done. Like, it's not that long. It's not that long. But I will read tonight, hopefully, if I don't fall asleep from drinking too much. Salud. That is the end of this video. We are updated. Be on the lookout. More videos to come. I love you. Wish me luck. Maybe. I'm done. Alright, we're done. Alright. I love y'all. Get it? You know what I'm saying? Drink responsibly. Drink responsibly. Mwah. Bye.
I wanna do bad things with you.